to tell you that Africa is a virgin land. How many times do I have to tell Africans that it's time to break Africa's virginity? You know what? Africa was raped some time ago, but it's time for Africans to resist from Africa being raped again. And this is why I am here. I'm telling you that in 2021, I'm not gonna joke with you all, because it's time for each and every African out there to make Africa home again. If I say that, which means I'm talking about Africans that were born on the continent and Africans that were born in the diaspora. Look where I am. This project that you see on your screen is done by an African. He looks like you and I. So which means that Africans are capable. Those days when we see something beautiful on the continent, we consider it to be a foreign investment. That we are telling our own stories in 2021. I don't want to brag too much, but you need to come with me. Let's go meet the man behind this project. I've got a beautiful lady right here who is going to take me along to go meet the gentleman who is building this. Chioma, your name is Chioma or Ufoma? You know, like in Nigeria, every beautiful woman is called Chioma. So when I saw how beautiful you are, I was like, oh, Chioma. But I'm not Davido, by the way. What are you doing here?
I'm supervising today. So
Whoa.
usually come here every day or every other day.
You know, I envy you a lot, yeah? If you are not there, you are here. Because you're always busy every time.
Absolutely,
you
absolutely.
You have time for your husband, sorry.
Oh, I do.
Hey, you know, you promised me that you're going to take me to the mind behind
Yes,
Heaven Homes.
yes, yes. All right,
Is it
let's.
possible to meet him?
Oh, absolutely. Let's go. He's on site today. Miami's Mr. Tayo.
Wow.
Mr. Tayo.
Wow.
Mr. Tayo.
My bro. I've heard you're in Nigeria. How's Nigeria?
You heard I'm in Nigeria.
I heard,
No, I've been hearing a lot about you.
I saw these wonderful videos, man. I mean, you're even showing us some places that we don't even that we don't even know. Wow.
No.
Well done.
Mr. Tayo,
Well done.
no, I have to tell you, well done.
Oh, thank
You
you.
have done an amazing job.
Thank you,
And
thank you.
Informa took me to Heaven Homes.
Yes.
Showed
yes,
me around the
Richmond
properties
Gates,
that
yes.
you built.
Ah, well.
And I'm like, I really want to meet you because you're an inspiration. You know
Thank you, thank you.
I don't want.
Thank you.
I don't want to talk too
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Let me know. Your name is Mr. Tayo.
Tayo Shonuga.
Were you
Yeah.
born and raised in Nigeria?
Oh yes, yes. Born and bred in Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in Badagry. My parents were teachers, so we lived in Badagry for a very short period of time,
Okay.
and then we moved to one village called Ikpaja. It's a very popular Iyanokpaja. People know Iyanokpaja, but the actual village is called Ikpaja. That's where we grew up.
So you were born in a village?
Well, no, I wasn't born in a village, but we lived. I grew up in a village.
You grew up in a village?
Yes.
Will you call
yes,
yourself
yes.
a village man?
Ah, well. But even that place now is no longer a village.
It's no longer a village
It's
now.
a city.
Wow.
You know.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice seeing you.
it's a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, same
what
here, my
you've
brother.
done is impressive, and
Well.
I just want to know, yeah. You're born in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Lived in Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah.
At some point
And
in time, did you leave?
Yes, yes, yes. Eventually, after my NYC, relocated to the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in the UK?
I was in the UK for about 23 years before I decided to move back to Nigeria.
Let me understand. 23 years in the
Yes,
UK.
yes,
Definitely, you were
yes.
doing something in the UK.
Yes.
What were
well,
you doing?
Oh yeah. Well, the normal thing everyone I guess in the UK, fresh, you know. Yeah, cleaning jobs,
Whoa.
cleaned offices.
You clean people's offices.
Oh yes. Clean toilets.
Ha!
Oh yeah.
For how long?
Well, yeah, that was an initial phase.
thing,
Maybe
okay.
like you do that for like 2-3 years
But
to find your
let me
feet.
understand. When you're doing that, you've already graduated from university in
Oh
Nigeria.
yes, oh yes.
University
oh, yes.
degree,
Well,
cleaning toilet in the
Polytechnic.
UK?
I didn't go to university.
You
I
didn't
went
go to university?
Yeah,
You
I went to
Polytechnic?
Polytechnic. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So Polytechnic.
You're using Polytechnic
Yes.
certificate to clean toilet.
Well, it was survival, my brother.
And what happened from there?
Yeah. So, but while I was cleaning toilets, I was also doing professional exams. I was doing my banking exams. So after I did my banking exams, then I got a job in the bank. in a Brazilian bank.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I was doing, I wasn't employed as a banker, I was employed as a data input staff because I was good with computers, so I could, enter data fast. Wow. So I was a data inputter.
Now you are into real estate.
Yes.
We just want to know what it really inspired you to start a real estate business, because that was computing.
Oh, my brother, we don't have the whole day. It's the story long. So let me start back from when I finished my GCSE O levels, which we used to call school sets then. So I went in to do accountancy at the Federal Polytechnic in Ilaro. And, in that course, there was a module called financial management. I love the course so much. In that course, it teaches you some ratio calculations that when you see an investment, you can put in some figures, like you can compute the return on investment, ROI, you can compute the yield, you can compute the payback period. I really loved, those calculations. So when I got to the UK, I bought my first house in the UK, maybe £30,000 for mortgage. I only had to put down £2,000.
You didn't put cash?
No. Cash. So I got the mortgage, and so I now realized that if I rent 2 rooms in those rooms will pay the mortgage.
Okay.
Wow. I was like, eh? So that's how I started looking at properties. I will compute the ROI, I'll compute the yield, which is the basic knowledge I learned in accounting. And so that's how I got into properties. So I started, get loans.
You bought a house with mortgage, and then you rent it to people, and then use that to pay your mortgage.
Exactly, and then they'll still have some extra, and then I'll probably get some bank loans, and then I'll get another house. People put small deposit, maybe like 10% deposit. I get my mortgage, and that's how I grew.
So at the end of the day, how many houses did you own in the UK?
Oh, back then in the UK, probably almost about 80.
80 houses?
Yeah.
You're not buying their mortgages?
No, the mortgages. Yeah, because there was a scheme then, buy to let. They call it buy to let. So you can go to the different lenders and you can actually buy, the whole block.
And after all this, 80 houses in the UK, we decided to come back to our fatherland.
Absolutely.
Our fatherland.
So, well, the thing is that, in the UK, eventually, before there was a crash, there was a glut in the housing market.
Okay.
So a lot of the properties then, they crashed in value. But before they crashed in value, had disposed of, some of them. Of course, by the time you pay capital gains tax and all that, it almost like takes everything. So it's almost like, it sounds huge, 80 properties, but by the time you sell it, you pay tax, there's nothing left at the end of the day. But I got an insight into Nigeria when I came from my younger brother's wedding. So we checked into one of these hotels. We used to see those hotels, those are big hotels. I went to the bathroom and the tiling was so bad, because of what I'd seen over there. It's not the way the tiling. That's when I started noticing, bad tiling, plaster jobs, not straight. So I went back to the UK. I said, wow, this has to be this is something we can change. Yeah. So I met with a friend of mine in the UK. He's an architect. His name is Mr. Tonaladiga. He currently runs Plain Architecture. So he had also he had also seen this, and he built a house in Magodo. We call it the White House. He built it for his uncle. So we went to that house, my brother. I was stunned. I was like, is this really possible? Those houses you see in the movies. Yeah. And then I said, we're going to build house for stars.
So you're going to build house for
stars. For stars. Yeah.
So that's like, which means that you partner with him?
Yeah. So we came together and bought this piece of land in Magodo. I also had some partners as well in the UK, but they didn't relocate with me. They stayed in the UK. So we came together and we started building in Magodo. So we built the first house in Magodo, and that house, caught a lot of our attention. It was contemporary, it was big windows. Then he comes up with some mean internal architecture, bridges, walkways, high gallery. We didn't have that in Nigeria in the commercial sense. You didn't have any commercial developer doing that in Nigeria until then. When you see those kind of houses are probably in Banana Island or billionaires who will import architects for their own custom design.
Okay.
So, but when we came, we introduced the contemporary feel. Before what they used to do was, these traditional houses, Greek columns, big houses, fine, nice houses, but they're not big top green, you get it. But we came with pitch roof design and, and since then it has since caught on.
But it looks as if you did land grabbing in here. No, I really understand like designs and sometimes this is land grabbing because this looks like even, how do you call it, lagoon sand or...
Yes, reclamation.
Exactly.
No, land grabbing is a different term here.
Reclaiming land from
yes, this is reclaimed land.
Forgive me
yes.
about that one.
Yes.
You.
Yeah, you say you're a land grabber. This is all reclaimed land.
Okay.
I mean, you can still see the lagoon there.
Yeah.
This is all reclaimed land. We had to even sand field to get to this level.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
interesting.
impressive.
Well,
how many people are working for you now?
Well, in terms of staff, you see them in the Haven homes. They're probably like about 70 permanent staff. So they are the ones that go from project to project with us. But in terms of contractors, all those on yellow caps, blue caps, and all that, you're probably talking about maybe about 300, 400.
I now see you as somebody who is an entrepreneur. I mean, you got entrepreneur skills and all that, but you have to let us know, at what age did you discover your entrepreneurial potential?
Well, I really call myself an entrepreneur.
Wow, someone building all these houses, you're definitely an entrepreneur.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, I think well, shortly after my arrival in the UK, after settling down, doing all those works, and the figures began to make sense. Like I told you, I was doing those calculations, buy a house, rent it out, and so that was, I bought my first house in the UK at the age of 20, I think I was 24. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, that's when I bought the first house I was telling you about.
Wow.
That we rented out 2 rooms and stayed in the smallest room.
At the age of 24, you discovered your entrepreneur potential. You have a lot of young Africans around you, working for you. We are all at the age of 24, 25, 26 to 28.
Yeah.
I mean, if you should tell us something, or is there anything that you're doing to empower the people around you? Like I call it transfer of knowledge.
Right.
You have to transfer what you know to us so that we'll also be moving, so that we can be successful just like you.
Right. One of the things I tell my staff, the culture in our company right now is a culture of ownership. That's the first thing I tell them. So work in this business like it's yours. And that way we're creating the entrepreneurship mindset in them, so they don't see themselves as just staff working for somebody else. So all of them see themselves working as themselves because they see this business as theirs. Now, the fallout of that is that it starts to enable them to start even building their own businesses, which is also allowed.
Wow.
So you can work with us and still have your own business, as long as our business is not one conflict of interest or maybe taking your time out. Wow. So on the internet, I mean, a lot of people do a lot of things on the internet these days. So we have online businesses. Exactly. My staff have some sell things online, just to promote and bring out that entrepreneurship culture. And this is the time for them to make mistakes while they're still employed, because at least they have something to cushion.
Exactly.
And then when they start building themselves up. So for me, what I tell my staff is, at any point in time, you can leave. As in, only just make sure that you're leaving to start your own business.
Not to work for somebody.
Not to work for somebody.
That's impressive.
Well, I mean, I can't stop it, but I wouldn't feel so good if they leave me to work for somebody else. But if they leave me to start their own business, I will support them.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, what I'm wearing right now is Ufoma. You remember Ufoma?
The general manager?
Yeah. This is her clothing line. So she's a designer.
But why plus, minus, divide and...
Yeah. Oh, yes. She designed this T-shirt for me because she knows I like figures. Oh. So
it seems that you still have your accounting spirit in you.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is her clothing, F&S, that's her clothing line. And she's doing so well in it. Yeah.
You're born in Nigeria,
Yeah.
went to the UK,
Yeah.
left, came back to start a change that I think right now most of the developers are even learning from.
Oh, yes,
What
yes.
is
I mean,
one thing
yeah.
that kept you moving?
Oh, well, there was an initial, feel-good factor that you want to do a change. Yeah, I mean, it was a risk. We took a risk, but at the end of the day, when you now start seeing your type of house coming up and people will call you and say, oh, are you the one building? Because we were the only one building that kind of house then.
Okay.
Oh, we sell your house in Banana, we sell your house. No, say no, other people are. So that change was, was an inspiration for me. Then secondly, when we started building estates, like this Richmond Gate estate, that one we were there. There was a day I was taking a walk because it's very close to the beach.
Yeah.
And I saw, this almost like a community. And I saw one of our contractors there. He said his mother lives there, his son lives there, everybody lives there. His children are going to school. I stand back, I look at that community, I say, I thank God that they were empowered. So when that project was about to finish, I thought about it. I said, well, left to me, just go back. You also the challenge how much. But I think one thing. So what are you going to tell that guy? You're going to tell him, yeah, all of you go back to the city.
No.
I said, no, you're going to keep going on.
It seems you're passionate about creating jobs for young people.
Yes.
I just want to ask, I've never asked anybody this question.
Yeah.
Have you actually done something for the community? I mean, giving back to the community or something?
Oh, yeah. We started okay, we started what we call Haven Helping Hands about 2 years ago. And, it grieves me to see some things that you and I will take for granted, which is not available to some people. So there was this orphanage, a friend of mine works there, used to work there, took us there, and we saw children, about 70 of them in a room, sleeping on bare floor. It touched my heart. So yeah, we went ahead and we renovated it. They didn't have toilets, we gave them toilet, borehole.
You did all that?
We did that. And then we're still looking at doing even more. But the thing is that even around here, during that COVID, during that lockdown, you need to see how people were hungry. We came out, we distributed food, come and see hunger. People were running after. I mean, when they told me that, oh, let's distribute food, one of you be thinking,
exactly.
We will run after food.
Exactly.
Maybe no, my brother, we were running after food. Running after food. So last Christmas, we came back again. We said, look, let's feed this community this Christmas. So, yeah, so a lot of that is
all
part
I
of,
can say is God bless you and God bless your work.
Amen.
But now let's come to Africa. You relocated to Nigeria. Do you regret leaving UK and move to Nigeria?
Not one bit. Boy.
Don't regret at all? But I mean, I've seen a lot of Nigerians saying that it's not possible in Nigeria.
Says. Now, the thing is that one thing that makes Nigeria interesting is that any idea that's taken for granted in the UK, bring it to Nigeria and it works like magic. I mean, I'll give you an example. In the UK, back then in the UK, when we were buying houses, I told you, go and buy flats.
Yeah.
The first thing any developer will do will be to set up a show home. That's the first thing they do. So that when you want to buy, because they're selling off plan, just like us, the first thing you do is walk into a show home. So they'll show you what you're buying. Well done, made up bed, chair, curtain, furniture, everything. So we built a house and we staged it, we put, but I'm not sure, maybe I'll probably take you to one of them.
You have to take me to one of them.
So you have a master bedroom with full bed, curtains.
Just a showroom.
Just a showroom. In fact, we put some papers there say do not, because it's not for city. Yeah.
So,
and that's the beauty of coming back to Nigeria. Bring ideas there that they just take for granted. Bring it there, it works.
Investing in Nigeria, there should be some challenges that every entrepreneur might face. From you, what kind of challenges did you face when you're establishing your business here in Nigeria?
There's still challenges.
Oh,
There's
ongoing challenges.
Ongoing. I mean, the instability of the economy is a major one. So, for instance, since we started this project, I'll tell you that the price of average material has gone up by about 30%.
30%?
Yeah. The exchange rate, Naira, has crashed. Yeah. So for a new investor, that could be very daunting. So, I mean, I'll say that right there. I mean, I'm not going to say just come in and jump in, you know. Everywhere has its own challenges. So, yeah.
If you have a chance to change one thing in Nigeria, what will you change?
There are too many things to change.
What will you change?
But I think I would like an environment where there is love and concern for the neighbor, for your neighbor. Yeah.
Love and concern
for your neighbor.
For your neighbor.
I think sometimes as a society we think only of ourselves a lot. Yeah, I think we only look at what will please me, and once it pleases me, I don't care about whether it affects the next person. But the moment we're able to even sometimes inconvenience ourselves for the sake of the next person, I think Nigeria will be a much better place.
You know, you lived in the UK, definitely you have a message for Africans in the diaspora. What would that message be? I
would say don't forget home. Home is, like they say, I'll say it in Yoruba.
Okay.
That means that home is the final resting place after you've done all the labor and the toil. I mean, here in Nigeria, you know, there's season now. I mean, my brother, season over there, you will be in winter coat and all that, you know. But again, look at the investment climate, understand the system, understand the climate, take baby steps. So when you're coming, don't come and, I mean, it took us almost like, we've been doing this for 13 years. So, I mean, so this is not where we started. We started buy a piece of land, build one house, and then move on to that. So take baby steps, learn the mistakes when you're small so that you don't make major mistakes when you're big. So yeah, but it's definitely something worth considering.
I just want to say thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate your time.